Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love.
So yesterday was Christmas 2019. It also was the 100th day that Jeffrey and I have spent in a Hyatt hotel
This year.
For 2019. Now we also have over 75 days at the Bonvoy, which used to be Marriott chain as well.
Wow.
And their various brands. And in addition, I believe today, this hotel that we're in, which is the Thompson Chicago, is the 10th brand of Hyatt brands that we've stayed in. So
we've stayed in a lot, so we're
Yes.
good. We're a good source, I guess.
We are a great source. I mean, you know, I do a lot of research. I go on TripAdvisor. I Google everything I can before I stay somewhere, and especially coming to a city like Chicago, I had the pick of the litter. I had so much to choose from every hotel chain, and you know, we are top of the food chain everywhere. So I really had a lot of options. I had the Ritz-Carlton here. I had the Park Hyatt. There's a lot of new hotels that have been picked up by the Hyatt and the Bonvoy in both groups that are boutique-y type hotels. And so we decided, since we have never stayed in a Thompson hotel, and we narrowed it down by location. So we decided we wanted to stay in the Gold Coast, just because it's super cool, and you walk out the door, wherever you're staying in the Gold Coast, you walk out the door, you go to the left, you go to the right, there's a restaurant, a tavern, a bar, a shop, and so there's something to do. And since we are here for Christmas, you know, we wanted something to do. And again, if you've watched any of our videos, you know that we decided to spend Christmas 2019 in Chicago because one of our two daughters has a dog, Mia, who's undergoing some treatment and is unable to travel until hopefully everything will be okay until I think mid-January, end of January. And so we said, no worries, honey, we will come to you. And our other daughter, who lives in New York with her fiance, they popped in their car with their two rescues. Jeffrey got in our car with our little rescue, and we got 3 hotel rooms. And we decided on the Gold Coast again because there's just so much to do here, right?
Right.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And not that we need something to do all the time, because we also wanted to have really quality family time.
Right.
So we also wanted a hotel that had a suite with a sitting area large enough for the 6 of us and the 4
dogs, so the 10 of us.
And the 10 of us to hang out. So those were the qualifications. So once we narrowed down the location, you know, we still had a good selection of hotels. And we decided on the Thompson for a couple of reasons. They don't charge a pet fee. That is a big plus for a family like ours, where everybody has a dog. And we've stayed in hotel rooms where, believe it or not, the pet fee has been more than the nightly fee, right?
You know who you are, Vegas. This is
Yes.
in Vegas. I think we paid more for the dogs than we did for ourselves.
We did.
Yeah.
We absolutely did. I believe the dog fee was like $150 a night per dog when we stayed in Vegas, and at that time we had 2. So, and that was at a 5-star hotel. And in Vegas, those 5-star hotels are really, really reasonable.
Yeah.
If you are paying a lot of money for them, reach out to me and I will let you know how to not do that.
And I just want to clarify too, because you're rattling off all these highbrow hotels, 5-star, Ritz-Carlton, Park Hyatt. We stay, because we have the dogs, we're on the road a lot, and you're out in the middle of the country, we stay at a lot of that first tier, I don't know what you call them, but
Right.
you know, Courtyards, Elements, we stay
Hyatt
in.
Place is one of our favorites
Yeah.
because they do allow pets, although some of them have different pet fees than others, and some I'm a little bit against. I mean, I think $75 to and above, and some of them are $100, $150 for a pet fee. I think that's ridiculous. I don't believe that it costs that for them to come in and, you know, whatever they do on those carpets.
They don't do anything different.
Between, right, visits. We did stay at a hotel once that charged $35 per pet, and I thought that was fabulous because 100% of those funds, and this was in Crested Butte, 100% of those funds went to the animal shelter. It makes sense there, and I understand making money, but inhibiting people from being able to afford to travel with their pets, or making people want to sneak in with their pets because they don't want to pay that pet fee, and then you have the next guest coming in who might have allergies. So if you make it more fair and acceptable, I mean, so many people want to travel with their pets. Come on, hotels, get with the program. So anyway, we've now got it narrowed down. We want to be in the Gold Coast, and we want to stay in a hotel that has a suite with sitting area large enough for 6 humans and 4 animals. So we looked at all of the suites. In fact, our daughter who lives here and her boyfriend actually went into a few of the hotels and looked at a couple of the suites. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And they looked at a couple of the suites to see, you know, what they look like and the size, etc. So we then had it narrowed down to 3 hotels, the Thompson and the Park Hyatt and the Ritz-Carlton. And due to circumstances beyond our control, the Ritz-Carlton negated themselves with their poor customer service. Now, we are lifetime titaniums, and we love, love, love the Bonvoy chain. And we are big fans. Obviously, you do not get there by spending, 900 nights. We would never have done that over the course of, however many years without loving them. And the customer service is normally so phenomenal. So I'm going to just chalk that up to one bad situation. And but I couldn't take a chance, right? Because we were talking to people directly at the hotel. So I couldn't take a chance. So now we're between the Park Hyatt and the Thompson. And I had them both booked. And I think what sold me in the 11th hour was the seating area in the Thompson. And the Thompson was a little bit more boutique-y. The Park Hyatt, you know what you're going to get. It's going to be a 10 regardless, right?
They usually are.
I have not been to a Park Hyatt. We love the Park Hyatt Beaver Creek. It's one of our favorite places to go. We go there on an anniversary a lot. And I've never stayed at a Park Hyatt where the service hasn't been A++. So the Thompson afforded us a little bit more intrigue because it's a brand new to the Hyatt. The Thompson collection is brand new to the Hyatt resorts.
It's a collection?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know where they all are, but you can look that up. And it's a boutique hotel, and they had exactly what we wanted for the suite. They had, this suite has a great big L seating, which is perfect for all 10 of us to pop on. And it also has a pool table, which,
that was a bonus. It was just a bonus. That was a regular table till we took the top off.
Took the top off, and we're like, this. Well, we saw the pool cues.
Yeah,
that was kind of a giveaway. But it is the perfect suite for a family Christmas if you want to have some downtime where you can just hang out. And we watch some funny Christmas shows that we've all seen 10,000 times, and Jeffrey can repeat most of them. But anyway, we want to show you, we're not going to show you the whole suite because the upstairs is a little bit disheveled right now, and we have not utilized their housekeeping, although I do want to shout out to their housekeeping. I am a fanatic when it comes to cleanliness, and when I check into a hotel room, the first thing I do is I go into the restrooms and I look in the corners to see if they're clean. This one is immaculate. No, I'm not saying some of the things in the hotel maybe couldn't be updated. Both our daughters and their significant others were upgraded to junior suites. Thank you so much, Thompson, for doing that. That was unnecessary, but so appreciated. We appreciate you. And what's beautiful about those are they're on a corner, and so it's all windows, and you are just looking out into the city, and it is magnificent, right?
It's incredible. It's incredible.
So beautiful. And there's also a nice little sort of, what do you call it, like a lima bean shaped sofa in each one of those rooms. And when I say, maybe those could be updated, I don't know if they necessarily need to be updated or maybe just steam cleaned or something like that, which has nothing to do with the housekeeping. So when I'm talking about updates, I'm talking about things like that because this is an older hotel.
Yeah.
But as far as cleanliness, I give it a 10+. As far as location, I give it a 10+. And then we got the penthouse suite. We had actually booked a different suite which I believe is very similar to the penthouse. It has a balcony like this. I'm not sure what the difference was, but shout out to Rebecca and Timothy at the front desk, and there's another person down there. I do not know her name, but shout out to the three of them.
That'll probably be in your TripAdvisor review, right?
It will be in my TripAdvisor review. Shout out to them for really helping us with, making this a super, super special trip for us. And so this is the balcony, which we never thought we'd be able to use.
I want to show this view,
right?
because it's incredible.
Christmas time.
This view is incredible. So this is, you can see the lake out there, Lake Michigan. Those of you Chicago fans, and you hear some sirens down there, obviously, because it is a major city. There's always a lot going on. This is a hot spot down here. Carmine's, Gibson's. Gibson's was our spot when we lived here in Chicago. We lived in Lake Forest, but we would go there all the time, meet up with friends. But let's see. So we've got
the pool table, right?
Yes.
And we did bring a tree. It's it's a little bit sad because it's a.
I don't think it's sad
it has
at
no.
all.
Well, it's a little Charlie Brownish. I shouldn't have said sad.
Wow.
But I have to say our kids love tradition, and Christmas without a tree just would not have been tradition.
Right.
So so this is the pool table, which has just been an awesome addition to our trip. And then this sofa has really been the key. One thing that I do sometimes when we're traveling for something like this, I bring things that make it feel a little bit homey. I know it's tough, to bring extra things when you're traveling, but I just could not travel on Christmas without this. This is a picture of our girls from Christmas. I think this is 1994. So they were, I think, 1 and 3, and it's just so precious. Look at that. So we actually took a picture of them with the same pose and the
And there's
same
Sugar Baby
hands.
back in the corner.
Yeah, and then there's Sugar Baby.
Point back, see her nest. She's in a little
There she
hibernation
is.
cocoon.
Yeah, so she's
Okay,
out
so
there. And
is
then I always bring some snacks and a couple of bottles of wine. We have some champagne out there, and then just some things. We'll stop at the nearest Whole Foods and get olives and things like that, so that when we are hanging out, we have that and some nuts, etc.
Well, part of it is that when we're on the road like this, living at the hotels gets expensive, number one. But the big reason is, as you know, we eat plant-based, so it's kind of hard to find the right food sometimes. So whenever there's a Whole Foods, that's kind of like our little gold mine. We can go in there and get our vegan food, we can get organic, we can get all that we need, right?
Exactly. And so you can see this awesome big L-shaped sofa right here, which normally is completely full from one end to the other between the 4 dogs and the 6 humans that have been hanging out up here. And right now we're just waiting for everybody to get ready. We had a breakfast together, which we do every day, and then we're gonna go. We are so lucky that it's not, freezing here, which normally Chicago at Christmas time, I don't know, but thank you for giving us 55 plus degree weather and sunshine every day this week, right?
Well, that's the way it is. Wherever we go, the sun shines, right? We always say that.
We do say that, and we'll be writing about this in our book, and we talk about this on our YouTube channel, that set your intentions. So we set our intentions for having a perfect, happy, Merry Christmas with our family. And it just flowed just the way it was supposed to. We did a little bit of the research. Like I said, if you are going to stay in a hotel, do your research. We've stayed in, so this year we are at about almost 180 nights in a hotel. Not the same one, different ones. So I don't know if we've stayed in the one that you're going to stay at, but reach out to us and ask us a question. And if not, we'll show you where to go to get some some information on it, right?
So what are you going to rate this place so we can wrap this up, because we got to go meet the kids down the street.
So, on cleanliness, I give it out of a 10, I give it a 10. On location, out of a 10, I give it a 10. On the amenities for the room itself, I give it a 10. I'd probably knock off just 1 point, only because I'm comparing this to everything that's out there, the best of the best and the worst of the worst. So I'd have to knock off a few points for, the carpets out in the hallway aren't pristine, and the walls aren't pristine. Some of the painting out, on the doors outside aren't pristine. So I have to knock off, maybe give it an 8 there. The lobby I love, there's a fireplace down there. I'm gonna give that a 9. Front desk, I'm giving a 10 because so far they've been amazing. The restaurant is in the bar. I'll rate that separately because that has nothing to do really with the hotel. But that would be Nico's for breakfast. We also had Christmas dinner scheduled there, which we did cancel after our 3rd breakfast there for a variety of reasons, but ended up at Carmine's, which was a great choice.
That was awesome.
We'll review that separately as well on TripAdvisor. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the Gold Coast, Chicago.
See you guys. And go ahead and click around. We're going to add more reviews and more information around great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love, the book that we're writing. And we'd love to get your comments too on this stuff. So
and
thank
more
you.
on hotels, because we are about to hit a couple hotels in Maui and Honolulu next, and we'll be reviewing them as well. So stay tuned.
Right. See ya.